Hi all, let's look into the stats of Border Gavaskar Trophy, that is India versus Australia. The total number of matches, and we'll look into those titles. And when you look into the stats here, India are 8 times champions and Australia are 5 times title winners. The most number of runs in Border Gavaskar Trophy is Sachin Tendulkar with 3262, and most number of wickets taken in Border Gavaskar Trophy is Anil Kumble with triple one. Let's look into the details of these reports. So let's go for title winners in the season. So we do just double click on season and the tour. So Australia in India or India in Australia. And let's look into the results and we do have winner. So if you can see here, there is one series drawn in 2003 and 2004. And if you can see here, India are 8 times champion and Australia are 5 times champion. So that is what the stats till now here. So the recent series you can see Australia in India. India won the Border Gavaskar Trophy with 2-1, and India in Australia in 2019, 2018, India won the same series. So now let's look into the stats of most number of runs. We have seen that Sachin Tendulkar with most number of runs. Let's go back to the different data source and you can go for most number of runs and you can sort it based on number of runs here. Sachin Tendulkar with most number of runs in Border Gavaskar Trophy. Next to Sachin Tendulkar, you can see Ricky Ponting, VVS Lakshman, Rahul Dravid, Michael Clark, and Matthew Heron. And you can see these are all top players. Currently, you can see Pujara, Virat Kohli, Smith, and the absence of Devin Warren maybe for the first test. So, so these are the total number of runs in Bharat Gavaskar Trophy. If you want, you can look into those total number of centuries. Sachin Tendulkar with highest number of centuries with 9. Next to Tendulkar, we have Ricky Ponting, VVS Lakshman, and you can see Michael Clark with 7, and Matthew Heron with 6. Brad Crowley, 7 centuries. Steven Smith, 7 centuries. Ganguly, 2. And if you want to sort it out based on total number of centuries, you can sort it out based on total number of centuries. And you can see this is the order where Sachin Tendulkar, Ricky Ponting, Virat Kohli, Smith, both the captains, with total it's the same number. And next to Michael Clark, we have VVS Lakshman, Matthew Hayden, and Pujara with 5. And if you want to look into the average, and you can see the highest average you can see for Steven Smith 84. That's a huge, exceptional average. And next to, let's sort it out based on average. And next, based on average, right, you can see Smith average is 84. And next to Steven Smith, you can see Azharuddin with 70, Simon Sidhu Pujara with 60, Matthew Hayden 59, Rishabh Pant, and you can see with 1 century. And you also score one more century in the first class game against in Australia A yesterday. And you can see next to, these are less, very less number of matches. So if you can sort it out based on at least like if you can go for a benchmark of minimum 10 matches, you can differentiate. So this was the total number of runs. So basically Sachin Tendulkar list on top with total number of centuries and also when it comes like total number of runs. But when you look into the average, Steven Smith, that is an exceptional average, 84. That's an excellent record here. So let's look into the stats for most number of wickets in Border Gavaskar Trophy. So we have a different data source, have a player name, and total number of wickets here. Let's make use of sorting. So from India, you can see the top two players like Anil Kumble with triple one and Harbhajan Singh with 95. And if you can see here, in top four, you have spinners. That's an interesting stats here, right? Anil Kumble, Harbhajan Singh, Nathan Lyon, and Ravi Ashwin. So this makes sense that like spinners plays a vital role in Test match cricket. And next to Ashwin, we have Jahir Khan, Ishant Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja, Brett McGrath, Mitchell Johnson, Umesh Yadav. So these are the total number of wickets taken based on in Border Gavaskar Trophy. So Anil Kumble and you can see Nathan Lyon is in top three. That's an exceptional record from Australian point of view. And if you want to look into the stats, you can also take an average. You can go back to average and let's sort it out. So we know, right, the total number of matches. So we can also, as I say, like we can also filter out based on total number of matches. At least minimum you can, as I said, minimum 10. And if you can look into the average, Glenn McGrath lists top with 18.6. And next to Glenn McGrath, this is very interesting stats for India's point of view. Ravindra Jadeja with 19.3. And that's what the best stats we can see here. Harbhajan Singh with 30. And you can see Anil Kumble with 30.3. And Brett with 32. So this is what the Border Gavaskar Trophy records. So India with 8 times champions and Australia 5 times champions. And you can look into those more details as we have seen. So Sachin Tendulkar list in the top for most number of runs and Anil Kumble with total number of wickets. Thanks for watching and please do subscribe for more videos.